Hey everybody, it's Chris Clark with discgolf.law. I want to talk today about some of the rules relative to spectators at live disc golf events. We have touched on this in some previous videos, and so this is a bit of a follow-up in light of the incident that happened at the Disc Golf Pro Tour event recently, where a spectator had unfortunately placed their umbrella and a beverage in the field of play, and Ricky Wysocki threw a shot. Would it have ended up out of bounds? Would it have ended up in bounds? There is some debate around that, but the bottom line is the end of his disc flight path was interfered with by the spectator putting an umbrella and a drink where it shouldn't have been on the course. The reason that I wanted to talk about this once again in light of this most recent incident are three. Number one is, from a legal perspective, I'm concerned about the safety of the spectators. This is a hard problem to solve for us in our sport because we love for spectators to be able to be right up close to the action. We've got VIP passes at these Elite Series events that allow you to essentially walk with the players. We have fairways where you can get literally right up to the edge and actually onto the playing surface and spectate from there. There are players that frequently, as we mentioned in a previous video, they choose a line for their disc to take that crosses over spectator areas. So yes, there is a concern that one of these men or women that throw the disc so hard, so fast, so far, if it doesn't end up where it's supposed to be, or there's a person where they're not supposed to be, there's an opportunity for injury there. We've all heard the stories where this can happen, and at times it can be fairly serious. So I think that's one thing that we have to balance against the spectator's desire to be able to see what's happening. And again, this issue feels like it's bringing together so many things that we've talked about in the past, because we really need to be thinking in terms of course design for spectator areas. And this is a growth phase that we're going through, and there's some growing pains right now because we're trying to shoehorn spectators into many times public parks that are trying to meet the needs of lots of different people, not just disc golfers. And so, look, I think Disc Golf Pro Tour has done a fantastic job. I think they're continuing to improve on that. But that brings me to the third point, which is, do we have adequate staff at these events to protect our spectators and to ensure the integrity of the game for players? This just comes right back, as so many things always do, to the budget. Some additional crowd control, crowd protection teams in place at these tournaments is certainly something I think that we can all agree would be beneficial. I think it would actually enhance the viewing experience if, instead of sort of wandering up to a hole while the tournament is in play and wondering, hey, is it okay for me to stand here? You can have a team of people there who have been trained, and they know we are here to give you the best viewing experience possible, including keeping you safe, and therefore we've roped off these areas. These are the places you're allowed to stand. Yes, we have that now for many holes on some of the cards. We can just do so much better, and I know that that means giving the Disc Golf Pro Tour the budget they need in order to hire the team, hire the equipment and the tools, and put the things in place that are needed to make that happen. So be safe on the course out there if you're watching live disc golf, and hey, if you've got the free time and you can do it, volunteer to help out at one of the Disc Golf Pro Tour events near you.